Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I mentioned on my last video that I would be taking questions on YouTube there. You could have left them in the comment section on my storytime video. And then this morning I posted on all of my social media pages letting you know to send in your Qs so that I could A them. So that is what I'm here to do. Q&A videos are pretty self-explanatory, and they also take a very long time to film and edit and then watch. These are some of the more lengthy videos that I make. So for those two reasons, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in, and like I always say, I'm going to try to keep it short, or at least as direct as possible. A lot of you guys asked similar questions, so don't hate me if I group them together. So a couple of you asked if I plan on having any more children. I have mentioned in the past that I did not want any more kids. However, recently having Zachary just start to grow up made me really sad, and it just kind of put it in my heart that I would like more children. I know, pretty crazy, but I would like some more children. And then branching off of that, a couple of you guys asked whether or not I would like to have a girl. I want another baby because I want another baby. It's not just to try for a girl. If I had a girl, I'd be totally excited, slightly terrified, but still excited. And I'd be just as excited and happy to have another boy. Shut Up Elizabeth on Instagram asked if I could ever dye my hair like a crazy color. What would it be? I've always wanted to dye my hair like either super bleach blonde, just to try it, or like a purple, but like a pastel purple. Chef Tex asked, how do you manage to edit videos with the ankle biters running around? I actually went to high school with this guy. His name's Brian. You guys can check out his Instagram if you want. By ankle biters, I'm assuming he means my children. And to answer his question, I honestly just sacrifice sleep. But if you're truly passionate about something, you will find the time for it. For me, I'm passionate about being a mom, but I'm also very passionate about having a creative outlet for myself. So yeah, I just pretty much edit when they sleep. Now it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna film this and then edit it and probably go to sleep at midnight, maybe even 1 o'clock in the morning. But when that video finally comes out, I'm like, yes, nailed it. I want to say her name is Gordon. She asked, when did you start being a Christian? I did not grow up religious, but I think I might want to join the church. I love you and your family. Thank you so much. Love you too. I was raised Catholic. My parents required me to go to Catholic school when I was younger, not Catholic school, but it was called catechism, CCD, I think it was called. Once I accomplished my first communion, my mom pretty much left it up to me how religious I wanted to be. If I ever wanted to go to church or not, it was totally up to me. My dad always told me stories from the Bible, so I did have a lot of knowledge of who God was, but it just always kind of seemed like a fairy tale and something that was not really applicable to my life. When I got married, I felt called to come back to the church, but I honestly did not want to go back to the Catholic church. So we kind of did things slowly, and then when we had our son Connor, that's when I really just felt this overwhelming guilt of being responsible for a child now and wanting to teach him about God the way my parents did, but again, not through the Catholic church. So when Connor was about 6 months old, Michael and I agreed that we were going to start going to church, or at least get him baptized. When you're a Christian, you get a baby dedication. So we took him to do his baby dedication, and they told us that's nice, but you're not really an active Christian, or what we would consider a saved Christian. So that was kind of a wake-up call for us, and we started going to church, and we just kept going. I remember the pastor saying sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. Just keep coming and keep being filled with the word until you're ready. And there was a point in time where I stood up and gave my life to Christ, and my husband stood up and gave his life to Christ, and it happened together over the course of 4-ish months, and it's just been an amazing journey ever since. Riley Caitlin said, in your story time you talked about your foster sister. Did you have multiple foster siblings or just one foster sister? I had multiple foster siblings. At one point there was 12 people living in our house at one time. So yeah, there was a lot of people. I have a lot of foster siblings. There's this whole group of 50 to 100 people that at one point in time have lived with me and have been a sibling, so It's kind of crazy. Kind of cool though. Smiles0811 asked, are you ready for Connor to start school soon? Would you ever consider homeschooling him? Connor is 3.5 years old, so technically he is eligible to start preschool. However, as of this point in time, I have elected not to put Connor in preschool, and I'm honestly considering homeschool, but there's just a lot of factors to consider. There's also part-time homeschool programs that a lot of my friends do, and I'm kind of thinking like, that could be a good option. We're considering homeschool for 3 main reasons. Number 1, bullying. Number 2, religious views. And number 3, just like not a huge fan of the school system. And I can go on and on about this. That might be like a whole nother video, like Ivana attacking the school system. Clarissa on Instagram, she is actually one of my old foster sisters. So hey Clarissa, how you doing? But she asked me about the children thing too, and I had mentioned that there were some health problems that I had experienced with Zach's delivery, and from what I understood, I wasn't going to be able to have children, or the risk of having children was a little too high. I've gone back to the doctor since, and they've taken a look at everything and said that I should be fine. They don't see any reason why I would have the same problem or any other problems. So I do want to have children of my own, but adoption was 110% on the table when I thought that I couldn't have any more kids. And just because I'm going to have more kids, hopefully, God willing, doesn't mean that adoption is still off the table. I may end up adopting like a 15-year-old one day. You never know, but yeah, that option's always open. Heather Davis 1009 asked me, well, said that she loves my hair, and do I miss my long hair? Was Michael happy with you cutting your hair, or did he have to warm up to it? I honestly don't miss my long hair. Sometimes I wish there were more hairstyles I can do with my short hair that I used to be able to do with my long hair, but honestly, I really enjoy my short hair. As far as Michael warming up to it, he was totally into it once I did it. He just kind of trusted me to take care of it, and I think he liked the change. He's kind of over it now. He kind of wants me to have my hair long again, but I don't think he realizes how long it would take to grow out. Do I think I'm a better cook than my mom? No. Gubacha asked, what's your favorite home-cooked meal? Any kind of Mexican food that my mom makes. Her tacos ranchera are the bomb. Love them so much. I don't know if it's Tammy or Tammy, but she asked, what do you miss most about your husband being in the Navy? Why did he leave the Navy? I don't think there's anything that I miss about Michael being in the Navy. I miss being able to like go to the commissary. Like, I miss that benefit. As far as why he left the military, it's pretty simple. He didn't like being away. He didn't like the whole deployment portion of it. War is definitely hard on a person, that's for sure. And then just being away from me. And also we wanted to wait until he was out for us to have kids. So he was definitely wanting to get out so we could start our family. Shay Romanowski asked, why did you name your channel Ivana Who and Ivana Vlogs? So I put Ivana Who because I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. So it's kind of a play on words with Doctor Who. And then the second reason I did it was because I was very unpopular all my life. And so I just felt like people didn't know me. Maybe they knew of me, but they didn't really know me. So I put Ivana Who, like, this is who Ivana is, like, Ivana Who? I don't know. And then I couldn't think of anything for the vlog channel, so I just did Ivana Vlogs. I should have did Who's Life. Fuck. Okay, last question from Instagram. Sorry if I didn't get to you, but this is from Tonali, I think. Tonali. But they said, I love how business-minded you are. Have you ever considered going back to school once the boys are older? If so, what would you pursue? Well, first of all, thank you so much, because telling me that you feel like I am business-minded is honestly like a really awesome compliment to me. To date, my most favorite like YouTube comment ever, out of Diamonds on Deck, out of my vlog channel and my main channel. I forgot their name. I have a photo of it somewhere, but they told me that I am a very hard worker. And to me, that is like the coolest thing that you could tell me. When you recognize that I'm hardworking, I'm like, yes. I don't see how getting a degree would make me personally, this is cool if it's for you, but me personally, I don't see how it would make me any more successful. And to give my time and my money to something that isn't going to bring more success and more money into my life, right now I can't justify that. Alright, I'm going to try to do Snapchat now, and as you guys know, this is kind of tricky. I fail at Snapchat sometimes because I'm not allowed to like replay stuff. I can only play it once, and if the camera doesn't get it or it shuts off or like I don't have my volume up, it's like done. So I'm going to try my best. And I don't think I'm going to be able to answer all of them. Ashmeister. Okay, that's just a picture, but I'll take it. Ashmeister asked if it's hard to be married to somebody who's a different ethnicity. The only thing that's hard about it is the whole food situation. He likes what I consider white food or Caucasian food, and I like Mexican food a lot. So it's improved over the years, but it's still kind of a struggle to get Mexican food.
What is your favorite liquid lipstick brand?
Of all the liquid lipsticks I've ever tried, I will have to admit that Lime Crime is my favorite formula. Kat Von D is a close second. Kevin hooked it up. Let's see, Kevin.
My question to you is, what is your favorite shoe brand, and are you ever going to do a meet and greet?
Okay, favorite shoe brand. I'm not big on like specific brands of shoes. I just find whatever I think is cute. Pretty much like Forever 21, Target, affordable shoe brand type thing. And then the question about the meet and greet. Eventually down the line, I would absolutely love to do a meet and greet, but it would just have to fit.
Hey Ivana, my question is, if you were to have another baby, boy or girl, what would you name it? Love you.
Love you too. Boy, I honestly don't have another boy name that I'm super in love with, but Connor came so spur of the moment that I'm pretty confident we would find something to name our child. My middle name is Elena or Elena, and so we've always talked if we had a girl we would name her Elena. I don't know how solid we are on that. Xoxo?
Hey Ivana, my name is Asha. I love your videos. You might recognize me from Twitter. I did the Power of Makeup tag and you retweeted my tweet, which made my day, by the way. My question is, would you rather never be able to wear foundation again or never be able to fill in your eyebrows again?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I totally remember you, Asha, and thank you for sending in your question. A couple of years ago when I had really bad acne, this question would have killed me. I would choose to never wear foundation and only fill in my eyebrows, and if I wanted to be like super sneaky about it, I could be like, I'll just cover my face in concealer type of thing. So I totally almost forgot to do YouTube, which is why the camera may be angled differently. How old were you when you got your first boyfriend? That question is from Sydney. My first real boyfriend was at 15. Emmy White Simpson asked, how is it dealing with 2 kids? It's definitely challenging, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love both of my boys, and they're a lot of fun, and we have a lot of fun together. It's getting easier now that they're older because they can kind of entertain each other more. Robin Leeper asked, how old were you when you had your first baby, and do you think you were too young? I was 22 years old when I had Connor. He's my firstborn. Got pregnant when I was 21, gave birth when he was when I was 22. And no, I don't personally think I was too young. At the same time, I don't think there's a specific age. I just think it's a maturity level when you're ready to have a baby. Brianna Smith says, am I ever actually going to own any dogs? Yeah, eventually I would like to own a dog. I'm definitely kind of like secretly breed shopping since I get to see all sorts of different breeds. So far, Michael and I can both agree on golden retrievers. They seem to be the best so far. Ashley Solorio asked, how did it feel growing up in a household where you had stepsisters and brothers going in and out of your home? When there was a lot of them, I definitely didn't like sharing my mother's attention, but that might just be because I'm like the oldest and the firstborn. I super didn't like when there was children that were older than me because I don't know, it's like when you're used to being the oldest and then you have somebody take your spot. It's kind of weird. Natalia L asked, did you and Michael ever repeat your wedding so that you could wear a dress? We had a recommitment ceremony on the beach in San Diego, which is what the like thumbnail photo is for that video. And it was perfect. I loved it. Nailed it. Definitely got all my pictures that I wanted. So something I wanted to address real quick. A lot of you guys asked me questions about Christina and her baby Addie. So I just thought I'd group those answers together since there was so many of them. Christina is doing well, of course. She's a great mom and I love her so much. I'm so proud of what amazing parents her and Chris are. And I'm so excited that I get to see Addie grow up. I visit her as often as I can. She is still a little itty bitty baby and our schedules are pretty crazy. But when I do get to see her, I'm totally in love and she's not helping my baby fever at all. And then a bunch of you guys asked if Christina and I plan on collaborating with each other. Right now, we don't have any plans of doing a collaboration. Right now, we don't have any collaborations planned for like here or the near future. We don't even have like video ideas in a notebook anywhere. It's not to say that we're not open to it. We're definitely open to it down the line. But it just has to be the right time and it has to kind of organically come about. That's the way Christina and I have always kind of been, even with planning our videos on Diamonds on Deck. These videos and their ideas just kind of came about, like I said, very organically, very naturally. So at this point we would be forcing it for no reason. So will we do one eventually? More than likely, yes. As far as when it's coming, all I can say is don't hold your breath because I got no idea. Christina recently posted a video on her main channel, Beauty by CeeLo, and it's her nursery tour. So if you haven't seen it already, be sure to check it out. It was pre-filmed before she had baby Addison, so just a heads up, she's still got the bump. But her nursery is gorge. A couple of you guys asked me what I thought of her nursery. Oh my gosh, like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I need Christina to come, like, decorate and design my bedroom because she nailed it. In that video's description, she put a bunch of information as to like when she's going to start filming again. So if you haven't read the description box on that video, that's the best place to go for the most recent information right now. And then she's most active on Twitter, so you can check out her Twitter account. So that is everything about that. Alright guys, so I think that is all I'm going to answer for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, if I didn't get to your question, sorry about that. If you guys have any additional questions that I didn't get a chance to answer or you just thought of it right now, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. You can check the description box for all the links to my social media pages as well as my vlog channel. And at the end of the video, there's always links to some of my previous videos. So be sure to check that out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!